What's up, everybody out there in the digital hellscape that is the gaming world? I am your host, Frank Grouch. This is the Scroll, joined as always by my co-host, Lilac Boots. Say what's up, Boots.
Yer.
We coming to you guys after a couple week hiatus. I was sucked into the vortex of Tokon and work, but let's not talk about the work part. That's not the fun part. Yeah, we're back. Got some news for you coming through. We got a review, as requested by a dev, so we're gonna get to that later on. But as always, Boots, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm alright. Last day of the semester. I'm chilling. I'm great. 2 weeks of no schoolwork.
Good. That's great news. We love to hear it. It's a wonderful thing to hear. You want to kick us off with our first news today?
Yes. So we got some major anniversaries, 2K making big executive moves, and some fresh racing drops. So yeah, let's get started on that. First up, a huge congratulations to Sega and Sonic Team. Sonic Frontiers has officially crossed 5 million copies sold. And listen, 3D Sonic has had like a turbulent history over the last decade, but Frontiers taking the leap into the open zone formula really paid off for them. Reaching 5 million shows that fans responded to Sega finally trying something fresh with the blue blur. So, excuse me, y'all.
Sonic staying consistent over the years is always good.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of other massive milestones, another game celebrating a legendary run. Huge congrats to Hello Games because No Man's Sky has officially hit its 10-year anniversary. Can you believe it's been a full decade since August 2016? Like, I remember I remember graduating from my I guess what's the best way to call it? Basically a tech program. I was in a youth tech program. I got started in IT. That's literally when I graduated. It was August 1st of 2016. That's when I graduated. And I can't believe it's been 10 years. But for Hello Games, to go from like one of the most infamously rough launches in video game history to 10 years of continuous free massive expansions, VR support, full multiplayer, and like total planetary overhauls, yeah, Sean Murray and the team at Hello Games really gave the industry like the gold standard for redemption arcs. Like, I mean,
just if you do what you say you're going to do and you deliver, people will flock and buy your shit. Don't underdeliver. Like, you can overpromise, sure,
yeah,
but you gotta deliver.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't say do that, but like if you do, deliver. You know what I mean? People will rock with you if you try. Like, if you say you're gonna do something, you make an attempt, and we see that the attempt is being made, fans will support because it's like, look, they're trying. All right, give them a second, okay? Like on the other side of that, Helldivers in the beginning they were trying and they had the support, and then they stopped trying, and people were like, "What are y'all doing?" So yeah. Also, I think it's great that he came out and said that after all 10 years of all the people playing and doing all the stuff with the planets, it's still only been like 1% discovered.
Yes, that is funny. That's really funny, and it's very accurate because even like when I would go back to No Man's Sky sometimes, even after a while, there's still some planets that haven't been discovered. Like I'll get to a certain area because of like quests, and then naturally you're supposed to scan all the planets and its moons that's next to you, and it's like I think I claimed maybe like at least 2 planets. I've seen whole galaxies that have been claimed, but like as far as like more than one galaxy, I've not seen that. Like it's just been every time I go back, I'm always discovering a new planet or something. It's just fucking cool. That's all it is. It's just really cool.
One day I'm going to sit down and play that game again. I haven't played it in a long time, so I'm probably going to start from the beginning. The hard part is base building, but I think I'm far enough ahead in my current state that I should just stick where I'm at and figure out what my story is.
Yeah, I think you'll have more fun with it now than you probably would have the last time you played, just because of all the updates they did. I didn't get a chance to experience like their last update. Was where they basically put Pokemon in the game. I don't know how to explain it, but it's basically what it is. And basically put it in the game. I didn't try it yet because I didn't capture any creatures or whatever. But that's basically what they did. If you want to take it there, but yeah. Yeah. So congratulations to Hello Games. You guys did put in a lot of effort. Alright, now pivoting into some big studio news, 2K Games has officially opened a brand new AAA development studio in Vancouver called Small Axe Studios. This is actually, I thought it was a good idea to, talk about, only just because, every time I turn around, there's always a studio closing. So the fact that someone's opening a studio is just, I think it was, great. And the person they decided to tap to run it is former EA veteran Aaron McHardy, who was an executive producer on the FIFA franchise for about 15 years before leaving in 2021. And he brought along several other former EA sports design and engineering leads to build the shit. But
like 2 years about to release a soccer game.
Yeah, so 2K apparently is teasing their next blockbuster AAA sports franchise. So that's what they
This could be a soccer game.
I'm assuming, yeah. So also, I think it's fascinating because EA Vancouver, obviously basically owned the sports simulation space for decades. So the fact that 2K is setting up shop right in their backyard with former EA leadership is a direct shot across the ball.
Those of you who won't know, like Tiburon Sports, the team that used to be Tiburon, that used to do all the old Madden games, the really fun ones when they were like the stupid cards you get and play and make your characters do crazy dumb shit. The fun stuff was Tiburon. Tiburon was the company that was based in Vancouver. So
okay, wow. Yeah, so it looks like 2K is, going straight for the competition, I guess, soccer-wise. But, and, they already dominate basketball with, like, NBA 2K and wrestling with WWE 2K. So,
but there's no real competition with the wrestling game, because there's no other wrestling game out there.
Right, that's very true. So, seeing them assemble this kind of, like, veteran powerhouse team in Vancouver probably means they're likely, eyeing a huge play in the global sports market. So, like you said, it's another soccer game. Alright, next, to wrap up our news block before the break, we got some cool updates for the racing and arcade fans. First off, Polyphony Digital is rolling out a brand new update for Gran Turismo 7, adding 4 new cars to the garage, giving players a solid mix of classic Japanese 90s sports sedans, high-performance EVs, and track toys to tune up. Oh. So yeah, if you're into Gran Turismo 7, that is there. They're adding some cool new 90s aesthetic to the game, so you might want to check that out. I haven't gotten to Gran Turismo yet because I don't have let's not go there. Anyway, we're not there yet. So anyway, and if you prefer your racing in real life with full motion simulators, drinks, and food, the official F1 Arcade has officially opened its doors in Chicago. It's located right in River North. It's a massive social racing lounge featuring full motion Formula One simulators, a rooftop terrace, and head-to-head racing setups. If you're in the Chicago area or traveling through and love sim racing, it definitely looks like an awesome spot to check out. And yes, I did look at photos of that arcade. It looks really fucking cool in there. Also, I just want to say that I wanted to add this to our news because I'm a big advocate for arcades. I would love if more arcades opened for everyone to go out and enjoy. Yes, I am a big bring back arcades person. I'm hoping will eventually end up like the late 80s where they were every fucking where. So that's why I wanted to bring this up. But yeah, if you're in the Chicago area and you like racing, go check it out. It looks like a really cool place. Alright, so that basically wraps up all the news that I have for this week. But stick around because right after our commercial break, we'll be diving into our full review of the indie title Goo Deer. Then also we're going to be jumping into what we've been playing this week. So, we'll be right back. And we're back. Alright, really quick, before we get into Goo Deer, I actually want to make 2 more quick announcements. First, if you haven't heard, Pokémon Bank will stop working and being able to connect to Pokemon Home starting on February 26th. Yes, this coming February 26th, 2027. Pokemon will not be able to be stored. Excuse me. Pokemon will not be able to be stored any longer in it, and it cannot connect to Pokemon Home after that day. That's it. That is the cutoff point for Pokemon Bank. Yeah, this is why, I love emulators. Hashtag emulators for the win. Anyway,
Yeah. I
next.
just think it's funny that Sony's getting this huge backlash right now for what they said about digital stuff, but nobody's been paying attention to Nintendo slowly killing everything that you love because they do it with a smile on their face, and they just been slowly walking shit back, like the Pokemon thing, issues with like the new stuff. It's weird that people don't give Nintendo the same scrutiny, but Sony just says, "Hey, all digital," and they're like, "Ah."
Yeah, they actually and it's funny because they actually saw something else on Twitter where somebody was like, no, sorry, people apparently were asking if they were ever going to remake Pokemon Black and White, like how how they recently did Diamond and Pearl. And basically they said Nintendo, I think Nintendo's official statement was they had no plans at all to remake any more Pokemon games and then I think they said the only reason they remade Pokemon Diamond and Pearl was because of some event that they were trying to do where they had no choice but to remake Diamond and Pearl. So they weren't even planning on remaking that. They had no choice because of what they were trying to do. So, yeah. Hold on to your stuff, everybody. Hold on to your stuff, please. As any way you could possibly can, hold on to your stuff. That's all I have to say about that.
We're good at emulator.
Yeah, that too. Second thing I wanted to announce really quick, is that I saw that Insomniac announced that they are currently working on Spider-Man 3. Yes, kids. There will be a Spider-Man 3 coming to our consoles and hopefully PC at some point. So, yeah. So that's all I wanted to say. All right.
As your resident friendly neighborhood spider grouch, I'm going to tell you, the story should focus more on Miles if you're pivoting that way, because just based on the way the games have gone, it was the first one, you introduced him, you gave him a spin-off game. The second one, he was in the game. The third one needs to be 70-30 Miles over Pete. Now, that's just based on how the games have been going. I'm not saying that Spider-Man doesn't have to, I'm not saying that Pete doesn't have to be in there, but
right.
The progression of the game so far has been more Miles ever since the games have come out. Now, the other thing I'll say is it has to be a drastically longer, bigger story. You have, yes, y'all did do a good job with the DLC in the first game with the 3 story mode DLCs. That was cool, and the story was pretty neat. How you, spoiler alert, made the Sinister Six not the fucking main story. That was dope.
Yeah.
So you need to do that, but again, on a bigger scale. You're talking about the rumors it might be Carnage. That's cool. He's a good villain. I would make him the side villain and let Goblin be the main villain, I guess. But there was no introduction to Goblin, so it's a weird, it's a weird pull. You know what I mean? I don't know. But if you do Goblin, you really want to go for it, have him drop Gwen Stacy off the bridge. Let's do this shit, man. Go in. Y'all don't have to do Goblin, but if you're gonna do Goblin, you know what I mean? Hit all the notes. So, I also feel like they could stuff it with more bad guys, side bad guys, Kingpin. Where's Kingpin? Bring Kingpin into this shit. Bring him back. You know what I mean? Bring him out of jail. Let him be the Kingpin again. He got out. Let little shit like that would be fun to see if you really want to make it a big game, man. That's kind of what I'm saying. It doesn't have to be small. It's a lot going on in New York City. Bring in some other shit in superhero New York City. You know what I mean? Make it.
Oh, it should be you're saying. It should be more content than in the last 2 Spider-Man games.
Okay. Shit, you got a lot of Spider-Man to work from here. You can mess with a lot of it. I hated the screwball missions, but they were it was a fun something to do.
Right.
You know,
Right.
like it gives you. I just put more shit to do in the game.
Right.
Like, I know that sounds like a weird complaint, but like
no, it's not.
It's for post game. Like, I'm not saying you have to like stuff the main story, but like once I beat the game, give me like 3 additional villains that broke out of jail.
Right.
You know, and then give me DLC. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? That'd be cool.
Just make it like make it basically like a larger like open world content. Like they don't have to go ham like they did with Assassin's Creed Valhalla, but like they could but they could make it more stuff to do. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all. Like, more side missions for like Spider-Man stuff. Like not random crimes, but like Spider-Man story side missions, like little like, oh, you interact with this person, it'll unlock this mission, but you can't miss this person's interaction. Like it's a part of the game. You just can't get it until a certain point in the game. So,
right. That's fair. That's fair. That's a fair.
That's what I think. I mean, you got a lot to deal with. He's a big character. You can have fun with it. You got you can even throw some Avengers bullshit in there. I know they haven't been a thing in this universe, but like you could if you
they
wanted
could,
to.
They could. Or do a Spider-Man Wolverine crossover since y'all already making Wolverine or made Wolverine rather.
Should do a crossover. That would be cool.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Oh, they gave Miles the Wolverine suit in the last game.
Oh, okay, yeah. So then, shit, they might as well fucking do it.
See, why not?
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with Frank. So, all right, yeah. So, now we're gonna get into Goo Deer. So, Goo Deer is a how can I explain it? It's basically like a horror shop management style game. Basically the premise is you have to make this soda for like the zombies coming into your shop. In order to make that soda, you have to kill deer and you have to turn them into like goo and and basically provide that for your for the zombie customers. If you don't, they'll crash out and burn down your gas station, and as that happened to me. So I like the game. I don't have that many critiques about it. I think I have maybe like there's 2 things that I thought were, well, one of them I thought was an issue, but turned out not to be one, really, kind of, sort of. But the other one, I feel like they should maybe make a change. So, when you're playing the game, the store is open from 7 p.m. to 4 a.m. Now, if you have the supply, fine, or whatever. But once it's 4 a.m., when the store officially closes, you'll have to go out and obviously hunt deer. Now, when you're hunting the deer, it doesn't seem like you can get very close before they like scatter off. So I'm thinking like, with the gun that I have that, it's just, maybe that's just the L I was going to have to take for the game. But when I played it again, turns out that gun that they give you has a lot of range. So you don't actually have to get that close. Because I managed to kill one. I managed to kill a deer. 2 deer, I should say. And bring them back to the shop before, I turn them into like the goo for the zombies. So I guess that was going to be my first critique where like, I felt like the deer were too, skittish. Like it was like, I felt like there was no way that you were going to be able to get a real good shot from that distance. And it turns out I was wrong. Turns out that gun really had the range. So there's that. The second critique that I kind of sort of have that, I mean, I feel like maybe they should change is the, if you get killed or if your gas station gets burnt down, the game starts over. And not like the day. It's the whole game starts over. It's almost like permadeath, kind of. Like, you have to start from the beginning, set up the shop, like, clean it up, so on and so forth. And I feel like if you're gonna have that in the game, I feel like the day should start over, not the entire game. Like, not from, like, the beginning. You have to start over and, like, buy all the upgrades again, make all the soda again, so on and so forth. And I feel like that's a bit much, especially if you know how to play the game, and it's basically taking you through like the tutorial and all of that all over again. So
they wanted to be a roguelike shop sim, but they kind of missed out some of the key elements of the roguelike part.
Yeah, so yeah. So I like the game. Like, I'll definitely continue playing it. When I, have some more time. But like, that's like the only critique I really have. I like kind of like how creepy it was. I think I read another review online where somebody was just like how they tried to hunt deer and they got soloed by the I guess the whoever like the big bad of the game is. They got soloed by that creature, so they had to start over again. But yeah, I just feel like the actual day itself should start over and not the entire game. That's like my only critique of it. But everything else is like shit I normally play. Like, I play a lot of shop management games. I guess you can consider it kind of sort of a survival game since you have to hunt like deer and shit. But
right.
Yeah. It's stuff I normally play, but it's not it wasn't terrible. It's just, I just feel like some things should change a bit because, I liked it. I guess if I had to give it points or whatever, I'll give it 3.5 boots out of 5. How's that? For me personally, it was 3.5 boots out of 5.
3.5 out of 5. I mean, is it finished? Because I mean, if it's finished, that's a good score. But if it's not fully finished, then I don't think
it's in beta. I think that is the game.
Not in beta.
I don't think so.
I mean, I'll give it a 3.5. It was solid for the indie developer for what it was. I never thought I'd see a roguelike shop sim.
Right.
But here we are.
Right.
It was an interesting concept. Like, it could do. I mean, I'm not going to hate on it because it wasn't a bad design. It was an interesting thought process behind it. Yeah, like you said, it wasn't like probably the permadeath was a little much, but not too much out of the ordinary. You know what I mean? It wasn't bad. So, I guess a couple more updates. You know what I mean? Like, add some more stuff, maybe another weapon or something, it'd be fine.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so now we can talk about what we've been playing. You want to go first, Frank, or I'll go first? Doesn't matter.
You can go ahead. I'll end it.
All right. So yeah, I've been playing Assassin's Creed Resynced still. I did run into those new scenes that they say they added to the plot line, which were pretty cool. It still fit within the context of the game, so you can tell it's new if you've played the Black Flag before, but it doesn't take you out of the plot. Like, it doesn't feel like it didn't belong there. So I think they did a good job with that. I will say they get the tutorial for how you attack ships is a little bit better than it was before, in my opinion, than the last time. What else? I'm still like early in the game, not like super like in the middle or anything. Because I haven't even attacked the fort yet, so that's how I'm not even like that part deep in the game yet. But which I can't wait because that was my favorite part of the game. So yeah. So right now, I'm just sort of exploring different islands. Trying to upgrade my equipment right now, and yeah, I'm gonna definitely get back to that when I have another second. I've also been playing, I also started, Potion Permit. So I actually started this game when it was back in beta, like, I want to say 3-4 years ago, whenever the hell it first came out, or whatever. And my critique of this game was, why the fuck did everybody in that town have an attitude? It was just attitude everywhere. I was like, yo, like, if y'all was, like, real-life people, we'd be squaring up right now, because there was no need for that. Like, it was just no need for the attitude. Yes, I'm from another place. Yes, but I was here to help, so I can, hop on the train and go home, if that's what y'all want me to do. Like,
I don't need to take this. I'm going home.
Exactly. Like,
y'all gonna be back in your predicament, and I'm gonna be home.
Exactly.
You won't be being mean to me.
Exactly.
And we'll revisit this at a later date.
And I've run it, and mind you, this plot isn't exactly new when it comes to these types of games. It's not, the plot is not new. The attitude was new, though. Like, the attitude was, like, crazy. And I was like, all right. So I was like, y'all doing a lot right now. So I had, like, dropped the game. That was, like, 4-something years ago. So I picked up the game again. And as I'm playing it again, I was like, there doesn't seem to be that much attitude. I was like, maybe whoever, like, played the game with me, like, gave them, like, the critique of, like, okay, everybody needs to calm it down. Because I didn't get that much attitude this time, so I stuck it out. So, I've been playing it, been healing some people, so everybody's a little bit okay now. They're not nice, but they're not like disgusting like they were the last time I played this game. So
it's probably because you're healing them now. Like last time you played, they were all grumpy because they were hurting.
Yeah, but I healed them before and they were still being disgusting. There was no need for that. Like it was just like that's what I mean. I was like maybe they changed like the dialogue of the game. Like maybe some people like complained and were like, well, they need to tone it down. Can y'all tone it down? And then maybe they changed the dialogue. I don't know. It's been so long, but I remember them being like way more rude. Like that's what I remember. So yeah. So I've been playing that. And then I finished, which I can't believe I actually completed the game. I finished this other game that I spoke about before called Restory. It's basically the equipment repair shop that I mentioned before that takes place in Tokyo in the early 2000s. So I beat that game, which okay, yeah. I mean, I liked the plot sort of, but I was so fixated on fixing stuff and like making money. I honestly didn't care where the plot went. So I literally was like selecting everything in the dialogue because I was just so into fixing the shit. And then I guess something happened where like all the other small shops like had to move and only my small shop got to stay there, and they built like some big ass mall. So apparently I went apparently I went the capitalist route, and I totally didn't mean to do that because I was excuse me, I was just picking any selection because I was just so happy fixing shit and making money. I didn't even notice what I was selecting. But if I do another playthrough, I promise I will not let that mall be built. I will save the other small shops, I swear. Yeah, and then I think after that, I'm pretty sure I was playing something else and I can't think of it, but that was mainly what I was playing this week. It was just, yeah, this is a crazy week because I had work and school and shit. So, yeah, that was basically it for me. Go ahead, Frank.
I've been playing mostly Tokan, man. That's it. Mm-hmm. Destiny's back in the rotation. I've been messing around with a new character on there.
Nice.
But yeah, it's been mostly Tokan. I rotate in the games of the month occasionally. Been trying to find a group to run Big Walk with me. That's on my list.
Big Walk. Wait, I heard of that game. I gotta look it up. I think I know what you're talking about.
If you get it, I'll run a couple. I'll walk with you. We'll do a Big Walk. Okay. I've been playing Spider-Man 2. Funny enough, since we were talking about the new Spider-Man, and Ghost Recon Wildlands, because they did some updates to it, so I've been back in that. Kind of running around causing ruckus,
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. That is wonderful. Okay. So. Yeah. So that wraps up this week's episode of The Scroll. Shout out to the Stoop. Shout out to VML Studios for letting me review their game. That I did like it. I did. That's something I'll probably go back to at some point. Shout out to my sister for helping me this week because this week was kind of stressful. And thank you, Frank, for joining me once again.
Of course, and anytime.
All right. Thanks guys for listening. Hopefully, we'll see you next week. All right. Bye.
Later.